What's up, you guys? Okay, so, alright. I'm in the car right now. As you guys can see, it's a kind of a whack job that I've done so far. It looks terrible, the interior. Alright, so, I decided to use a roller, but it ate up my, you can see the sharp edges of the car ate up my roller. This is the first time trial and error. It looks hella bad. I'm always on Instagram, so I really sorry I really uh don't get on here a lot, but anyway, the car's coming along. um yeah, my paint job is horrible. I'm using, like I said, I'm using a roller, and because I'm using a roller, a lot of parts aren't being painted over. I do like this panel here though, because it came out pretty good. You can still see some of the hairs that dried on it or whatever, but for the most part, it's coming along for an amateur painter. Excuse me. I don't have a mask, so I would use my shirt, but anyway, so this side sucks. As you can see, it's only one layer of paint, so I gotta go over it again. And then of course on top, I did half the car the last time, and I gotta do the other half next time too. Anyway, for the most part, everything is copacetic. I just gotta hold on a second. What I gotta do is get the rest of it, so that way I can make it look, somewhat cool on the interior. For the most part, anyway, sorry, get dust boogies and dust bunnies and shit in your nose, and it just sucks. Anyway, so for the most part, it's coming along cool. The main thing for the car was that I got the parts and the tools that I needed, because I didn't have it for the longest, and that's the worst part when you're trying to work on your car, not having the tools. Mainly, because the parts you can get and you can substitute certain parts or whatever, and it's fine. But getting the tools so you can put that shit together, that's the pain in the ass. So, for the most part, right now, all I need to do is, I don't know what that's hanging. I'm gonna have to figure out what's hanging on there. And but other than that, everything is pretty copacetic. It's just right now, it's just putting shit back together that wasn't together, cleaning it up some more, making sure that everything is working 100% the way that it needs to. The only issue I have is the clutch, because it sits so high up. I don't know why it sits like as high up as it does. Like, it just feels awkward, but I guess it's because whoever was driving it was short, so it just makes it easier for them to shift their gears and shit like that. But because it is a short clutch, and so it's definitely, you could totally tell. Excuse me. It's dusty as fuck too, because the neighbors got their blowers going and shit like that. As y'all can hear in the background. But yeah, and I was wearing this thing too the whole time, so it was pretty good, because he was back here in their backyard at first. And I was like, alright, cool, yo, it's hella chill. But anyway, yeah, the car, she's good. She's ready to go now. All I gotta do is swap out the part that needs to be swapped out. And I was gonna do that today, but um I do need to finish painting more of the interior. Because, I mean, you know, ain't nobody going to be in here except for me. But I also need to problem solve some things because I got wires just hanging out everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I don't want those wires hanging out. And I also need to figure out, because I got to take this steering wheel off and put another one on. But the thing is that with this one, it has the parts. I'm hoping that they're compatible. So that way I could just swap it over to the other car, to the other steering wheel. And if it is, then that's even better. But I'm not sure because that other car is missing some shit. And I'm just like, I don't want to put it on and it's missing all the good shit, you know? So, because I bought it for that reason. If not, then I'll just take my, take the, whatchamacallit that I have and just put it on this one and I should be good, because the other one, it just got all fucked up anyway. So I'll probably just do that, and then that might actually save me some time. I might just keep this one on here. It's just I like the original feel of the car, the OEM portions of it, you know. It's almost got like 300,000 miles on it though, but shit, it'll still keep going, that's for sure, if that's the case. I think the chassis is almost 300,000 miles, but the engine might be newer, or rebuilt or something. I don't know. But she does go strong, so it's just all about making sure I do what I have to do for the rest of the car. You know, we'll see though. Right now I'm ready to get behind the wheel and drive her some more. Now, update as far as the Y8 that I was supposed to get, I didn't get that, but I need that. I do need the Y8 for it because basically, what it'll do is it'll allow me to use my, it'll allow me to use my, it'll allow me to use my Cold Air that I bought a few months ago that I've been waiting to use, but I can't because it won't fit, because the what's it called, the actual intake that's on there it's like, it's as if they were behind a little bit while like fuel injection's been in for a cool minute. It's like they still they wanted to give it that old school feel with the carburetor, yet with the new school feel with the intake. So it's like in between that, which was weird because they were honestly, you know, all the car scene was so huge. It has been so huge since then, mid-90s, early to mid-90s, that it's just weird that they would still want to keep that carburetor look after so long. You know, when everybody started upgrading it to more modernized shit. But I think they did that on purpose, so that way you still get the quality of a, not, well, quality of course, but like just the feel of yesterday with the more futuristic feel of today. So that's why I'm gonna keep my D615, because I want to keep it that way. For now, I decided I'm not gonna turn this into a full-on race car though. I'm gonna keep it so it's a daily, but I'm gonna work to finding an EK. Like it was either an EF, a EG, or EK. The EF hatch looks cool. but it reminds me too much of the EF sedan that I used to have. The EG looks cool, but it's just too round for me, and I feel like I want it. There's just a certain attitude that it doesn't project as far as what I want on a track like that. But the EK, that one on the other hand, that one looks freaking gnarly as fuck when you get the right headlights and stuff for it and all the extra aftermarket parts. So, like I said, this one's not really gonna go to, because I mean, even the wheels, for example, they're all mismatched. I don't want that. I don't like that at all. Like, for real, I keep looking at them and it just makes me sick to my stomach a little, because I'm like, fuck. So I gotta get matching wheels and tires for this thing too, before I even finally get her out there to do what I want her to do. And so there's still a lot of work to do on her, but mismatch everything is not one of them. So she's steadily coming along. I try to work on her little by little. It was just really cold the last few days because I wanted to come out here and work on her, but it was just really a little too cold to do that, and I was just really lethargic. So I was just like, screw it, I'm not coming out here. I wish she was in the garage though. It'd be a lot better, but whatever, can only work with what you got, Anyway, other than that, it's just all about making sure she's good. And I'm gonna get back to her though. But I just wanted to give that heads up so that way y'all kind of know exactly what it was that is going on with the car, because it's been a while. And I'll make another video later once I have finished in here as much as a little bit more, or as much as I can in here with the paint that I have, because it ate up a lot of my paint. And then I'll do the part where I have to take off the whatchamacallit part so I can swap it out. But that's going to take a little longer because I actually have to take off the whole thing to remove the part. I was hoping to only take off a little, but it looks like I'm going to take the whole thing off. Alright, peace.